We all know that there's nothing as charming as a good sense of humor. When you're funny, people like you more. But back when I was the most boring person in the room, I used to beg Google for help. Google uncle, how to be funny. I got some interesting but not very helpful answers. Look for the humor in everyday things, think funny, use the element of surprise, etc, etc, etc. I'm sure those tips must work, but how exactly do you use them? No one tells us that. That's what I'm here for. I have compiled some examples of how you can use these tricks to be funny.
Hi, my name is Yash. My goal is to help you level up in life and become a better version of yourself.
Point number 1. Think funny. Always try to see a funny side to everything. By doing that, your humor will become spontaneous. To get you started with this, I recommend you go to the comments section of every video you watch, from big channels especially, because there are thousands of comments out there and people comment witty things. And on the top are the comments that got the most number of likes. So these are the comments you want to look at because they are usually very simple comments which are very funny as well. You will be surprised at how people can look at the same thing from such a different perspective and bring a funny twist to it. Let me give you an example for this. So there's this YouTube channel that I have subscribed to and I watch his videos. His name is Nas Daily. So what Nas does is he posts one video every day and each video is 1 minute long. Now at the end of each video, he has a signature line.
That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
That comment said, imagine going on a date with Nas and he says,
That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
That was so hilarious. And trust me, there are tons of comments like this one. Comment down below and let me know if you want me to make another video on this, highlighting all these fancy, funny comments. Number 2. Use the element of surprise. Sorry if I startled you a bit back there. You can say something that causes the person to think you're going to say one thing, but you say the completely opposite of it. How can you do this? One way is when people ask you a yes or no question and you think they already know the answer, try giving the opposite first. Then of course laugh and give your real answer. This is actually very simple to use. It's the simplest. I'll give you my own example. I performed a stand-up comedy once at a big office event and it was so daunting for me because it's the first time I was trying stand-up and also I was new to the office. I just joined a month back. Imagine performing in front of everyone. Scared. Next day, a bunch of us were sitting together in the office and just talking about the event, and a colleague of mine asked me, "What you did today was daunting, wasn't it?" And I was like, "No, not at all." And everyone started laughing. And after that, I told them that yes, it was a daunting task. You have no idea how much I had to push myself for it. This was just one way of using the element of surprise. There are a bunch of other ways.
You go to your desk, open your laptop, go to start, press shutdown.
Number 3, use real life stories instead of jokes. The easiest way to be funny is highlighting actual funny things that happen with you in daily life. And this is much easier than trying to come up with jokes on the spot. Now you might say, "Yash, your life must be very happening, but I lead a very boring life, man. This won't work for me." That's the funny part, my friend. You don't even need to have funny experiences or a happening life. You can make the most boring of experiences sound funny. I'd love to tell you more on how to do that, but I'm not a master at it yet. However, I know someone who is. Have you heard of Rahul Subramanian? He's a stand-up comedian. I think one of the best examples of using real-life stories instead of jokes has been portrayed by Rahul Subramanian in his stand-up comedy Bangalore. You can find the link to that in the description below.
What a cute city. That inner ring road, the outer ring road. There's like a nice dandiya circle. Hey Rahul, man, you can't say that because I'm in the inner ring road. Come to the outer now, okay. So cute.
Watch that video with a slightly different perspective this time and see how he has made the most normal of things sound so funny. Number 4, wordplay. Using words the wrong way is funny, but only when people know the right and wrong use of it. For example, isn't it a bit scary that doctors call what they do practice? Of course, I understand it can be tough to come up with something like this on the spot. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. Number 5, surround yourself with people who have a great sense of humor. If you can't do that, if you don't have anyone like that in your life, then try to find someone like that or just watch more stand-up comedies. I was a very serious person who could not look for the fun in things, but I somehow ended up being friends with this guy in college who has a great sense of humor. He's very witty, and that is the greatest factor that has led to me improving my sense of humor. My college friends will know who I'm talking about. His name is Keshav Mantri, or as I call him, Mantri ji. Mantri, thank you. Dhanyavad. I urge you to consciously practice these techniques for the next 21 days and watch it become your reality. Although I want to warn you about a couple of things as well. Number one, don't try to be funny all the time. It just seems like you're trying too hard and that just ruins the whole fun thing. Number two, some people may find you extremely funny while some people might just not enjoy your humor at all. And that's completely fine because just like music, what's funny and what's not funny is a matter of taste. For most part at least. Let's take the example of Kapil Sharma. I personally know a lot of people who hate his show, like they don't find anything funny in that. But there's another set of people who love his show, who love the kind of comedy he does, and that is a different fan base altogether. And that is why his TV show was a major hit. Because you've made it this far, here's a bonus tip for you. Please never laugh at the expense of making another person feel bad. You might get laughs in the beginning, but people will start drifting away from you. For example, if someone is bad at English and stutters a lot, and you make fun of them for that, that is just mean and disrespectful. But imagine they are good at playing football and you jokingly say, "You don't know how to play football. Learn how to kick the ball and come." That person knows they are good at playing football, so they won't be offended. You get it, right? Now, if someone is handsome, suppose you tell me that I look ugly, do you think I'll take offense? If you joke about someone's strengths, that becomes a compliment along with the joke. It's a win-win. Now, your plan of action for the next 21 days is going through this video again, looking at the tips again, and watching stand-up comedy videos, watching funny TV shows like Friends, and this time with a slightly different perspective. This time you need to look at things that are making what they are saying funny. What are the different elements involved and how can you emulate that in your life? That's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Please hit the like button if you did. It means a lot to me. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Guys, I think bloopers are very outdated and not funny anymore. So if you've been waiting for bloopers, then good that you're waiting. The bloopers are gonna come anyway. Let's level up together. How to be funny. How to be funny. How to be funny. That's what I'm here for. Point number one, think funny. You need to tone down that seriousness and become a little more chilled out. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. 2. Use the element of surprise. This is one of the most. And I said, no, not at all. No. I think the best examples of portraying how you can make the... For example, isn't it a bit scary that doctors do what they call... He jokingly said, "Hey, you don't know how to play football, huh? What? Huh? What is this? You kick like that?"